Sire, imposed the Minister of Police, I came a moment ago to give your Majesty fresh information which I had obtained on this head. When your Majesty's attention was attracted by the terrible event that has occurred in the Gulf, and now these facts will cease to interest your Majesty. On the contrary, sir, on the contrary, said Louis de Witt. This affair seems to me to have a decided connection with what occupies our attention, and the death of General Quesnel will, perhaps, put us on the direct track of a great internal conspiracy. At the name of General Quesnel, Villefort trembled. Everything points to the conclusion, sire, said the Minister of Police, that death was not the result of suicide, as we first believed, but of assassination. General Quesnel, it appears, has just left the Bonapartist club when he disappeared. An unknown person had been with him that morning, and made an appointment with him in the Rue Saint-Jacques. Unfortunately, the general's valet, who was dressing his hair at the moment when the stranger entered, heard the street mentioned, but did not catch the number. As the police minister related this to the king, Villefort, who looked as if his very life hung upon the speaker's lips, turned alternately red and pale. The king looked toward him. Do you not think with me, Monsieur de Villefort, that General Quesnel, whom they believed attached to the usurper, but who was really entirely devoted to me, has perished the victim of a Bonapartist ambush? It is probable, sire, replied Villefort. But is this all that is known? They are on the track of a man who appointed the meeting with him. On his track, said Villefort. Yes, the servant has given his description. He is a man from 50 to 52 years of age, dark, with black eyes covered with shaggy eyebrows, and a thick mustache. He was dressed in a blue frock coat, buttoned up to the chin, and wore at his buttonhole the rosette of an officer of the Légion d'honneur. Yesterday, a person exactly corresponding with this description was followed, but he was lost sight of at the corner of the Rue de la Justine and the Rue Coq-Héron. Villefort leaned on the back of an armchair, for as the Minister of Police went on speaking, he felt his legs bend under him, but when he learned that the unknown had escaped the vigilance of the agent who followed him, he breathed again. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of information being withheld from us as readers. And can we just fill in that information, assuming that we're talking about Noirte, Villefort's father, here? A little bit older, 50 to 52 years old. Why else would Villefort be so, kind of upset and scared about a dude in Paris of that age? It has to be Noirte, right? Because he doesn't want... The thing is, I thought we established that him being the son of Noirte wasn't a hidden fact, that people knew that, but maybe not. Anyway, were we suggesting here that Noirte, his father, assassinated a general under the monarchy? That would be... Okay, now I'm starting to make sense of things. He's thinking, oh shit, my dad just killed one of the king's generals. I know that because of where it took place and the description of the dude and my knowledge of where my father sits in the Bonapartist clubs at the moment. The monarchy, the agents, the Minister of Police, they don't know that. So they don't know it's Noirte. Villefort, I guess, can't know, but just feels it in his bones that it is his father and is dying to not have them figure it out because of what it could mean for him. Okay. Well, that's starting to make more sense. And good to see that, Villefort can feel a little bit of fear. He's not above all of this. Do we want him to get caught? I think so. I'm curious how he would respond to that. Well, maybe he will by the end of this chapter. We are rushing headlong into the end of it. I guess I'll just see you here tomorrow for a little more of Chapter 11. Okay, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.